whatever you're saving up for. A CD from Sandy Spring Bank lets you grow your savings at a guaranteed rate. Right now, earn interest at 5.50% APY on an 8-month CD special or 5.00% APY on a 14-month CD special. Learn more at sandyspringbank.com/CD specials. Minimum opening deposit to earn the annual percentage yield is $500 for the 8-month CD special and $2,500 for the 14-month CD special. Member FDIC.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Think of your favorite one-hit wonder.
Or that overpriced toy your parents would never let you have.
Or that TV show that no one else remembers because it was canceled way too soon. Now what if we could fix it? I'm Francesca Ramsey.
And I'm DeLon Grant. And after 20 years of friendship, we are now hosting a new nostalgia podcast called Let Me Fix It.
Each episode, we'll dig into our favorite celebrities, shows, and brands of yesteryear, and then imagine what it would take to repackage them for relevance today.
Think of our show as an intervention, but with way less stakes.
So subscribe to Let Me Fix It wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Welcome back to me. I am a memoir, the meaning of Mariah Carey. It is so lovely to not be in the regular verse for another week.
Yes.
Here out in the Mariah's world where things are beautiful. And last week we had some fun Mariahs.
Yes, we were animated last week.
Animated Mariahs. We
Yeah.
had cartoon Mariahs.
Yeah.
Plus also we did get very excited about MCMB30.
Yes.
Which I'm still living. I'm basking in the glow.
Yeah.
Of the 30th anniversary of the Music Box. Have I ever told you my favourite Music Box story?
No.
Before we get into
maybe.
this week?
We've done a lot of episodes of this show. But
So
if not, go on.
This, like last week, when it was announced she was doing this, my friend Narelle happened to be in the country. We went overseas together in 1998, I want to say, and she never came back.
Has she been heard from?
No, I've seen her. She lives in Thailand now.
Has anyone else seen her?
Sometimes in London. Anyway, we had breakfast the other day, and I was like, "Oh my god, your favorite Mariah album." She does not have a favorite Mariah album.
That's just hard to pick.
Is having its 30th anniversary this week because she would play Jamiroquai was like one of her favorite things back then, and she would also play Rage Against the Machine, and she had these like studio monitors because she did music for a while. She was in a techno band and she was the vocalist. So she had all this high-end equipment in the house because we lived together for a while in St Kilda. And every time she came home and pressed play, thinking she would be playing whatever she left in there earlier, she forgot that she lived with an unemployed person.
It was Rage Against the Mariah.
all day listening to Music Box on repeat ad infinitum because it was a fairly new album back in 94. So just every time she went to play something, that album was in there. Then years later, like maybe like in the early 2000s, a friend of hers who I'd met when I was over doing Edinburgh Fringe had come to Melbourne, and he's like, "Oh, do you want to catch up?" I was like, "Yeah, Charlie, let's catch up." And we went shopping, and we found a discount CD store where they just happened to have a discount copy.
Oh, wow.
Music Box. I mean, it was probably 10 years or 15 years old at this point. And I was like, "You have to take this home." And next time at Narelle's, just sneak it into the CD player when she's
Oh my
not
God.
So she thinks I've been there playing the album, and she rang. She goes, "How did you get it in there?" Also, once she was here in Sydney, staying in a hotel. And there was a fire alarm. Well, not even a fire alarm. Like something happened at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, the worst.
And there was a fault in the fire alarm system, the audio system in the hotel. And All I Want for Christmas Is You just started playing in everyone's room at like 2 o'clock in the morning. She's like, did you organize this? Was this you? I went, I swear I did not, but I wish I had.
Yeah, absolutely. It was probably Mariah.
It probably
Just
Mariah,
doing a bit of early,
early promo. Oh no, it was December, so it would have been,
Yeah, just
top
checking.
of mind. So yes, Music Box, my poor friend Narelle, bless her.
Oh my God.
I have tortured her with it a lot.
I'm sure she's a listener. She loves it. What are you
She
talking
does
about?
secret. Well, do you know what her favorite song from that time was? Weirdly, was "Do You Think of Me," which I also played a lot because
Yeah,
it was
just the single.
the B side of the
Yeah.
Dream Lover single.
Yeah, makes sense.
I had to play all the songs all the time.
Did you do the hip hop line dancing for her
Yeah, I
in
did.
the lounge? Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
No, you did it wrong. It's like this. God. Do you even know hip hop line dancing? I don't think so.
Do you even know hip hop line dancing? Come on. Look at my pigtails. They're amazing. I've got a loose pig.
All right. Speaking of hip hop line dancing, should we get into our first Mariah TV cameo?
We should. Let's break it on down.
All right, we are starting with Empire, which is a musical drama created by Lee Daniels, which ran from 2015 to 2020. I had written down the episode title, and I don't have it anymore.
Oh, do you want me to look it up?
Look it up. We'll do that together. But
I'll go back to my Disney Plus.
this was a show that I had on my list to watch, and so it was fun to be able to I can watch the Mariah episode, and then that might get me into it, and it didn't.
I watched it for about how long did I watch it for? About 3 weeks. I watched it for like maybe the first couple of months when it was it on Channel 10?
See, I don't know. I don't remember it airing live.
I remember it being on telly because it was when I was working in radio. So it was kind of like, oh, this might be the next big thing. It's got all the big music stars kind of doing
And it was a fun idea with the soundtrack that
cameos.
accompanies. And
Yeah, because was it, who was the executive music producer? It was like someone big. Was it Dark Child?
Sure.
No. Rodney Jerkins.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
Dark
Dark
Child.
Child? Yeah. So Rodney Jerkins was the executive music producer. So all the songs sounded vaguely like one of his.
Yeah. It just said Dark Child at the beginning.
But there are 6 seasons of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So which one is Mariah in? She's in season 3?
I love that we're doing the work live.
I know.
I really did do it. And
Yeah, I know.
it's just been a really rough week. It all fell out of my butt. Season 3, episode 3.
There you go. Season 3, episode 3. What remains is bestial. The synopsis is, it's not so black and white.
Now,
Remains is bestial.
this...
Like as in bestial. Yeah.
So with this one, there was a lot going on that I didn't know. So I haven't sort of synopsized the entire episode.
Oh, why not? Because there's a lot. Like the opening itself is
It's just
a lot.
there's a lot of stuff going on, and I was like, I don't know these people. I'm just going to basically go for the full Mariah with but check in with the other characters, give context. Okay. Okay. So Terrence Howard of Glitter fame runs a record company, I guess, and
Turn
he's getting
Billy all the way up.
I guess he runs a record company, and he's getting a BJ from some chick. But
Yes.
I reckon he was thinking about Max Beasley the whole time. Because he wasn't looking at the person, He was,
He was
thinking,
not.
"Oh,
Well, he was
Max."
talking to his wife,
Deuce,
I
I love
believe, in the
Deuce.
scene.
So he needs some songs or whatever. Then Taraji P. Henson, who I think is his wife, because there's an ex-wife
Cookie.
and there's a wife.
Cookie is the ex-wife.
Sure. And so, and she's also the mum of the guy who faked the hate crime. So
Yes, Jussie Smollett. Yes.
yeah. So he has some PTSD though. Like I doubt it. 'Cause we say a lot of things, don't we? Don't we, Jess? So his mum is trying to help him or whatever. She takes him to meet Kitty, who is the most famous singer in the world other than Mariah Carey. But she's played by Mariah Carey.
I know.
Which isn't magic.
And she wears undies?
Pretty much. They get a mention, don't worry. Mariah is like, you should come on tour with me. And old hate crime is like, nah, thanks. Right?
Fake hate crime. We don't want to categorize it as an actual hate crime.
Well, that's why I call him old hate crime, like old Tuggy.
Old Tuggy.
So...
Alleged hate crime.
Alleged, yeah. Mariah's like, okay, but doesn't seem to mind because either her or Kitty appears to have had a splash of Black Irish before this rehearsal. Like, yeah, sure,
Kitty
okay.
also channels Mariah in not wanting to do stairs.
No, I didn't sign up for this. Like,
I didn't agree to stairs. No. I'm gonna need assistance, muscular assistance to help me with stairs.
Yeah, that you didn't tell me about.
You did not give me notice of stairs.
I don't know stairs.
I didn't rehearse stairs.
No,
I have not rehearsed.
If you
stairs.
told me, I would have rehearsed stairs.
I would have rehearsed stairs. I can do stairs.
Yeah,
but I have not. There's no stairs in my contract this week.
Yeah,
I'm de-staring.
Like you can't just.
I'm on a stare detox.
Yeah, you can't just stare like on a whim.
No,
you have to.
Like there's nearly 4 of them. It's a lot of stairs.
I'm acting. Like how would Kitty take stairs?
How would Kitty do stairs?
Like I'm Mariah
wearing underpants.
Yeah, like I know how I would do stairs. I'm not going to show you because we're not insured with that.
Yeah, we haven't insured me for stairs, but also I don't think my character does stairs.
No, I don't think Kitty does stairs.
No, Kitty doesn't do stairs.
No.
It is seriously my favourite moment. It's like, what is even happening here?
So
I'm going to have a conversation with Taraji P. Henson. Can you
how do I get down the stairs? This is you know how like people go into character where they're like, you know, what's the hurdle I have to overcome? Mariah's like, well, I need to get from here to there.
I need to go and talk to Taraji, but I'm on the stage and there are stairs. And then I'm up high, she's down low.
Yeah.
How do I get from here to there?
Well, because she doesn't go through the audience.
No.
Like, she comes from the side or the back.
Yeah.
That's
normally I come from backstage, but that's a long way to go and I'll miss half the conversation.
Yeah, there's no golf buggies.
No.
So there's maybe look, I would maybe do a fire pole. Like a fireman's pole.
Maybe do a fireman's
pole. But I'd need rehearsal.
Yeah.
For that. And they'd have to carry me down it as well.
Over their shoulder. Down the fireman's pole.
I love it. Okay. Also, Mariah's breasts have a guest starring role. And it would appear their high fees meant that there was no wardrobe budget for the rest of Mariah's body. All alleged hate crime. Doesn't want to tour, but does agree to sing a duet with Kitty Mariah and stream it or something.
Yeah. Because there's Empire
a whole album.
Extreme.
Yeah, there's like a whole, and there's an album that he doesn't want.
He doesn't want to release his black and white album.
Yeah, it's chic. Yeah. That's where they got the idea from. It was just chic. So a bunch of other crap happens that I don't care about, and Tay Diggs is here looking fine. Show us your dick, Tay.
Tay Diggs.
Yeah.
I watched one too many seasons of Private Practice just because of Tay Diggs.
I reckon Mariah would do some stairs to get to Tay Diggs.
If Tay Diggs was standing next to Taraji, she'd be like, I'll be down in a second. I'm not coming downstairs for old mate hate crime.
No. Tay Diggs, right. So a bunch more happens, but we finally get to the recording studio where Mariah starts pointing at things, and if you listen real close, you can hear poor Brandy, who's still stuck in the back cupboard somewhere. She's like, she's not over there. Brandy. She's not over there.
I'm just going to point at places where Brandy might be.
Could be there. So old hate crime tries to sing, but can't because he has PTSD from that time a small child attacked him. Why did I say that?
Because there's a girl who shot him.
Right, yeah.
And then he goes to visit that girl in prison, but that girl is very short. It looks like a small...
Is that who shot? I never clicked to that. I was like, why is he scared of a child? I mean, fair. Children are terrifying. But
I couldn't work out, like, because I haven't seen the episodes leading up to it, but I got the impression that the girl shot him so that he would have some street cred. I couldn't work out what the plot was. Like, was he jumping in front of someone who was going to get shot, but then, like, she was like, oh, I did you a favor. And it's like, oh, you're just trying to make his record sales go up by shooting him.
I wonder if this is where he got the idea to, I don't know, fake a crime so he'd get a better salary, allegedly.
I don't know how that works.
Maybe. Mariah
Didn't
is
that
like...
happen to someone? Like, didn't someone get shot and then sell more records? Was that like...
That's all dead
like a
people.
Ja Rule, or
All the dead people did that.
No, the living ones that got shot and lived.
Like Mel and Kim, the one that's still here. There's a little callback to something that might have been deleted. I don't know.
From a different episode. Anyway,
let's say that. You can take me out the back and shoot me, and then you can tell me if my album goes
50
platinum.
Cent, didn't he get shot?
Yeah, like 9
50
times.
Yeah.
He still got bullet in his tongue, if you don't
Oh,
mind.
mate.
Yeah, he made someone like a Nicole Kidman or a Meryl or someone on Graham Norton touch it with a tissue.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
With the tissue.
So during the recording thing, Mariah's like, personally, I think we're good. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, but I sound amazing. So
I did love that. Mariah's like, I'm good at this. He's
I'm fine.
coasting.
Yeah.
He's coasting on my
there were no stairs in
very
this room.
tiny
So-
coattail.
that I'm not wearing, that someone else is wearing.
My invisible tail.
So old Hate Crime mentions turning the lights down, and Mariah is like, yes, great idea. Let's work on this lighting. Turn those ones down and just point all the other ones at me.
Yeah.
then she's like, yes, this is working. Like,
Yeah, this is working. You be in the dark, and
Yeah,
I'll be
and I will
here in
look
the
amazing.
spotlight.
So Mariah flirts with one of the sons in a successful attempt to distract him from... what are they? Oh, to distract him from turning on any overhead lighting. Because someone goes to turn... And she's like, oh, hey!
Hi, no, don't touch that button.
No. So Hate Crime starts singing, and then Mariah comes in being amazing. I have to say, for a gay, old mate just doesn't appear to be excited enough to be this close to Mariah Carey.
This is a fact.
Yeah.
This is an actual fact. Because the character's meant to be gay.
Right? And it is written in stone.
Yes.
Rosetta Stone.
Yes.
That you must, if gay, love Mariah. That's
Yeah.
what it
If
says.
gay,
Love
fawn over
Yeah.
Mariah.
It's not that
Especially
hard.
if Mariah wearing bathers. Mariah, have no pants. Gay fawn.
So Mariah starts mouthing some parts that she doesn't sing because she saw a regular person do that once and thought it was hilarious.
She's trolling.
She was like, she acts, so I'll act too. Just
This
like
is how
her.
the acting works.
Yeah.
Act like you sang a bit you didn't sing, even though I know you didn't sing it because I actually sing my songs.
Yeah. So just don't turn on that fucking light. Don't show me the stairs. So she points a bit more just to make sure the camera stays on her. Like she's just motion sensor capture. And highlights.
I'm not in this scene.
Yeah.
Hi.
And she's also like
Yeah.
pointing down like, also I'm not wearing pants. Just everyone, if you haven't
Got
noticed.
no pants.
So Mariah squeals and everybody squirts, including me.
Yeah.
Said, that's not the end of this episode, but it is the end of me caring. Because nothing else happens with Mariah, so I stopped writing.
Oh, there was some more things. There was an intense confrontation between Dad and his 3 sons. There was a Kesha moment where some young female recording artist got choked out by the producer.
Oh, God. How did I must have just fast forwarded? I don't remember
I was
any
like,
of
what
this.
the fuck is going on here? I was like, does Kesha know they're making her life?
Oh, my God, poor Kesha.
Poor Kesha. But yeah, and the thing that I found most problematic was that producer was back there when Kitty came in. I'm like, you don't let a man who's just choked out some starlet be in the same room with Kitty. This is not okay. It was a different time, 2013.
God.
Whatever you're saving up for, a CD from Sandy Spring Bank lets you grow your savings at a guaranteed rate. Right now, earn interest at 5.50% APY on an 8-month CD special or 5.00% APY on a 14-month CD special. Learn more at sandyspringbank.com/CD specials. Minimum opening deposit to earn the annual percentage yield is $500 for the 8-month CD special and $2,500 for the 14-month CD special. Member FDIC.
But thankfully, we have something that probably is still problematic, but less problematic, which is an episode of Ally McBeal. If we're
Also
ready
on the
to
Disney
just
Plus.
jump straight in with a triple DP of Ally.
Oh my God, Ally McBeal.
So, just a little refresher. Ally McBeal was a legal comedy series created by David E. Kelly of Michelle Pfeiffer fame, which...
And Picket Fences.
Yes,
starring
don't
Olivia
worry.
Coombs.
That's it. I wrote this whole thing. So it aired from 1997 to 2002 and boasted a pretty snazzy cast. We had Portia de Rossi, Lucy Liu, Robert Downey Jr., Allison from Melrose Place.
Allison.
And she gets to say Billy again for like 6 more seasons. And of course, Calista Flockhart. It also had incredible guest stars, including Betty White, Vanessa Williams, Tracy Ullman, Kathy Baker of Holly Marie Combs fame. See, I got it in there. John Bon Jovi, Bruce Willis, Tina Turner, Christine Lahti, all the way from space.
Oh my God, Christine Lahti
Absolutely.
from space.
And of course, the specialist guest star of them all, Mariah Carey.
Oh, Mariah Carey.
I mean...
In an episode with Nell Carter from Gimme a Break.
I don't know who that is. But
Oh my
probably
God.
It's a great cast.
I know Nell Carter from Gimme a Break. Oh my God. You would love it.
What's her name? Nell Carter?
Nell Carter. She's the matchmaker.
Oh, yeah. I did love her.
She was in a show called Gimme a Break, and she worked for a white family.
She died. Now I'm sad.
She's well dead.
She's well dead.
She's well dead. But she was like the nanny. She was the amusing help.
I love the nanny. I feel like this was one of her last roles. She passed.
Yeah.
That's very sad. People need to stop dying on my podcast.
Do you know what I didn't realise? Because I never got this far into Ally McBeal. I think I watched it for a couple of seasons and then drifted away. Because I love it. Drifting. I love it. I love a David E. Kelly. But I did not realise that this series had James Marsden in it. Who is
that's
fetus.
That's covered in our
cheekbones.
synopsis. Don't you worry. He gets
And
quite
Julia Nicholson, who's one of my favourite actors
From
ever.
Mayor of Easttown.
Oh, I was like, this is heaven. I might have to watch Ally McBeal again from the start.
Yeah.
Let's just get rid of this. Let's do an Ally McBeal podcast.
We may have
tomorrow,
to.
from next week. That's
I was
all we're gonna
remembering
do.
like Diane Cannon was in it.
Yeah.
It's got a great cast.
Yeah.
Hayden
And this has got
Panettiere.
Jacqueline Bisset.
Yes.
Oh,
great.
so much
great.
going on.
The lady, Bernadette Peters with the lips.
Yes.
Fabulous. Pretty much anytime someone famous is mentioned and they're known for something really wonderful and well received, I'm like, I know them from Ally McBeal. It always happens. Gloria Gaynor was in it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She was in the shower singing I Will Survive. All right, so are we ready for the Posh synopsis?
I'm ready.
I haven't made you sing any, so you should probably sing the Ally McBeal Posh synopsis.
Okay. A Posh synopsis. A Posh synopsis. It's an Ally McBeal Posh synopsis.
Amazing.
It was
Kimmy, a fun ass character. I loved Kimmy. I thought, I don't know who she is, but I loved her.
Yeah.
Paid $23,000 to a dating service that guaranteed...
Oh, that's Jamie Gertz plays Kimmy.
Oh, what's she in?
She's in. She was in everything in the early 90s. She was in. She's in that terrible movie with Robert Downey Jr. where he dies of a drug overdose, and it looks like a fashion shoot based on a Bret Easton Ellis novel.
Was it
What's it
TMZ?
called?
Was that?
Is it Less Than Zero? Is that what it's called? Anyway, it was. It was like TMZ. It was like his real life. She was in that. Jamie Gertz. She's also in Twister.
With Helen Hunt.
With Helen Hunt. She was the first wife. Oh, no, she was the second wife of Bill Paxton. But she was in something like really big at the time.
Well, see,
Oh
because
my
she
God.
reminds me a little bit of the actress who played Anya on Buffy. So I keep getting a bit confused as to who's which.
Yes. Oh, she was in The Lost Boys. But yeah, Less Than Zero. That was the movie. Like, it was no good. It was.
Well, she's fabulous.
And she was also one of these Fat Man Skinny Wife sitcoms.
Yes. Which one?
She was the one with Mark Addy from the Full Monty.
I don't know what that is.
You know, like the fat guy from the Full Monty was also in Game of Thrones. She was. Remember, there was like a whole bunch of them. There was Alison
really.
from. There was one with Alison from.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. No,
Yeah, she was in one, and there was always like Fat Man Skinny Wife. There was a whole
That does
thing.
sound familiar. Like I'm thinking, I'm picturing
There was
her
King
in
of
my head.
Queens. There was
Yeah.
one with Alison. Jamie Gertz was in the one with Mark Addy. Like it was a whole.
Yeah.
It was a whole genre.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. So, yes, she plays Kimmy, a fun character who paid $23,000 to a dating service that guaranteed success, but then told her it would be impossible for her to find a match on Earth. So she's doing their ass. She's like, I am not having this.
I am not. It's very funny. I forgot how funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It was very difficult for me to make it through this episode at all, what with the amount of times I had to change underwear at the mere thought of James Marsden's face on screen.
Oh my god, those
I
cheekbones!
can't.
He could open a door with those cheekbones.
Yeah, and the lips. It's a whole
The
whole
lips.
face is what it is.
Speaking of James Marsden, have you watched Jury Duty?
No.
Oh fuck, it's so funny.
Is it?
It's a reality show on I think it's on Amazon. Amazon Freevee, as it's called in America. It's basically a guy goes to do jury duty, and they're filming the whole thing, and he doesn't realize he's the only person in this whole documentary that's a real person. Everyone else is an actor.
Oh my god.
And James Marsden is on the jury and keeps going on about what a big star he is, but like no one really knows who.
God, that sounds about right. I'm looking
It's
at that.
very
Freevee.
funny.
Okay.
It is very, very funny.
I
Like,
just
it
struggle because I
is
can't watch
biz-
too much James Marsden because I don't get any work done. Yeah. Like,
Dead to Me is also a good James
yeah,
Marsden
I've watched
show.
that as well. Pretty much anything that has him in it is a good James Marsden thing.
Sonic the Hedgehog is not amazing, but he's great.
So Mariah plays Candy Kushnip. Is that right? Sure. Who testifies on trial for Kimmy, saying that she too was unable to find a match, which I find hard to believe
It's impossible.
because it's Mariah Carey. She's
Mariah
clearly
Carey.
acting here.
Yeah. Should have to really
That's
plumb
actually-
the depths.
Literally, my next line is, clearly this is a huge acting role for Mariah because you'd be hard-pressed to find any living creature that wouldn't want to be constantly in her orbit.
Oh, you know who would be able to be convincingly not into her
Who?
is old mate hate crime for the last show.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, is he even gay? I don't
Is
I
he
don't know.
even?
I don't
Is the actor gay?
I
Or is
believe both the
actor-
character and the actor.
Oh, really?
And that's why he said it was a hate crime. Because he
Oh.
said I was gay bashed
I was gay bashed.
by people that I hired to gay bash me. So that still counts, right? Allegedly.
Allegedly gay
I'm
bashed
not
by
getting
people
sued.
I hired.
And if I do, I'm going to look like Mariah on this stand.
Like, how is he? Like, honestly,
It's a whole thing. I
it's
know.
Mariah.
It's Mariah. So Mariah tells us that she's had some dates, but none of the men were partner material.
Oh,
While being cross-examined, it's revealed that Mariah does like the spotlight.
Yeah, it's Mariah.
Yeah. More specifically, she travels with her own lighting technician who proceeds to light her up right there on the stand. She is momentarily disheartened when the defense attorney steps into her light, but he moves and she is happy.
that's one of my favourite moments ever.
I said it is the single most brilliant piece of television and deserves every award ever.
Every award ever.
All of them, especially for lighting. So, long story short, the case is settled out of court. Wait, did I say long story short or long story court? I said words. I'm very tired. You can tell I'm tired because I'm just
Long
mixing
story
up words.
court.
Long story, Courtney Cox. Long story short, the case is settled out of court. And more importantly, Mariah sings Lead the Way at the bar and everyone is happy. Even Callista Flockhart's stunt double can hear it all the way across town where she's ice skating so that a little boy that she's hallucinating about doesn't die.
Oh my god, the ice skating. Now, back in the olden days, when we had square televisions,
Sure.
and they were not very big, you could get away with having a stunt double that looked
Yeah.
nothing like
Yeah.
the lead actor doing some spectacular killer skating, and then just cut back to Callista shaking her head as if she's just done it. Not very convincing. But no. Not on my giant 80-inch television, but I'm watching it on Disney Plus. I can tell you.
No. I said that whole part makes no sense. It says you need to watch the episode to make sense of that part, although I did, and well, it still didn't make sense.
It still didn't make sense.
And then my last line is, "Ooh, is that another glimpse of James Marsden's face?"
I mean, it starts with him singing, which is...
Oh my God. And I get angrier because I'm like, is there anything you can't do, James Marsden's face?
Oh, I know.
Like, imagine if that's what his face looked like, imagine the rest. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Just everything would glisten. It would be amazing.
I know. And he seems so sweet.
I know. It's like he
fun.
forgot that he's hot.
You've got to see Jury. Like, there's a hilarious, like, he's trying to get a role in a movie, and he's reading a script, and they're they're doing something over at the jury table, and he goes, "Oh!" That screams. They're like, "Oh, what's wrong?" He goes, "Sorry, jump scare."
See, he's so talented.
Screenplay. He's so funny.
And I'm now looking at a picture of the cast, and there are other attractive people around him, but they don't look attractive because they're near him.
Also, he was so young. Like, I could not get over how full his lips were and how sharp his cheekbones were. I'm like, and his weird little spiky faux Tom Cruise haircut.
And I reckon he was already... I remember when he came on the show, I already knew who he was. So he must have already been a little bit famous.
Was he an X-Men by then?
Maybe not. Almost.
Before the X-Men. What had he been in before?
I need to see. We're on the filmography. Something called Public Enemies. No, so X-Men with 2000. He was in the pilot of The Nanny. How could I forget?
The pilot of The Nanny?
Yeah, and then he was a recurring character for another episode or two as Maggie's boyfriend, the delivery boy.
Oh, right. Teenage James Marsden.
But, I mean, before that, lots of, like, guest roles, like Saved by the Bell, Blossom, Party of Five, Touched by an Angel.
These are all your... this is right in your...
See, Blossom was a bit before my time.
It's deep in your alley.
in my McBeal. Oh, yeah, Touched by an Angel, I was all up in there. Disturbing Behaviour might be what I knew him from.
Disturbing Behaviour?
Yeah, it was
in that.
The Scientology wife, Katie
Kelly
Holmes.
Preston.
No. Why is everyone dead that we keep mentioning?
Katie Holmes is still with us.
Oh, he was in it. Well,
her career might not be, but she's still with us.
There you go. He was in a movie with Alyssa Milano in 1996.
Oh, that's where you know him from.
With Eric Roberts.
Oh, I love Eric Roberts.
So random.
He turned up. I've been watching Justified, which is its own genre, as I like to call it. Timothy Oliphant in a cowboy hat.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't really know what's happening, but it's pretty.
Just bring James Marsden and Alyssa Milano and we'll have the trio.
Yeah, if it was James Marsden in a cowboy hat, I would watch that too.
I'm now imagining James Marsden and Alyssa's kids, because that would be very pretty.
Oh, wow.
Very pretty children with lips for days. And on that note...
Are you okay? Are you going to be all right? Do we need to call an ambulance?
Oh, my God. To replace the blood that's rushed elsewhere? He needs a transfusion just to the rest of his body. Why? What happened? He saw James Marsden for a second on TV. I understand. There's a whole James Marsden ward.
You know what kind of freaked me out about this? Because Gary wandered in while I was watching it, and he's like, Do they have a gender-neutral bathroom? I was like,
they do.
Yes. That was a thing on this show.
Oh, yeah. David E. Kelly always had pretty forward thinking.
Yeah. And shows. I'm like, oh, my God, can you believe that now that is a problem? Like,
right?
It was like, what world do we live in where this suddenly became a problem?
I know.
It's insane. It's a whole thing. But yes.
I'm just now Googling James Marsden and Ally McBeal.
Stop looking at James Marsden.
Look at his little eyebrows.
When did he start in it? Was he a season 5 star?
98, I think.
So what did you think of this episode in general?
So I had seen this before.
Yes,
and I remembered it. But it was always really fun that Mariah just pops up.
Yeah.
Like, you're sort of not expecting it. And I mean, admittedly, like, was this season 5? Yeah. Things had dropped a bit by this point, if I'm honest. Like, if you're watching the whole thing, like the first 3 seasons are really, really strong.
Yeah.
But you can't say that this is bad either. Like,
No, this is great.
It's still very fun. I think you just,
Yeah.
by this point, you lose some really great characters like Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
And a few of the others where you're just like, oh, yeah, they're great.
Billy's gone.
Yes. But no, I thought it was really fun. And yeah, for Mariah to just pop up out of nowhere, she has one scene. Well, I mean, 2 technically, but
Yeah.
one actual scene of acting. And
was this
iconic.
was this like promo for Glitter?
Pretty much.
Because she's singing
that
Never
time.
Too Far.
Yeah. So this was pre-spa, I think.
Yeah.
She was very busy.
Before she went to visit her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Before the dog hair and calamity.
Bloody Patricia. But yeah, did you enjoy it?
I did. Look, I hadn't seen Nell Carter in a long time. I was very excited. I used to watch Give Me a Break religiously. It was one of my favourite shows because she was very mouthy.
Yes,
and
I
she
love it.
sang the theme.
Good. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the 80s if you weren't singing your own theme song.
Exactly. So that was a bit of fun. And it's been a while since I've like really gotten into a David E. Kelly show. Although I will say I do enjoy The Lincoln Lawyer.
Me too, Nev Campbell. I really enjoy Nev Campbell.
I know you do.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
I've read the books, not all of them. So I haven't watched the latest series of The Lincoln Lawyer, but I do love David E. Kelly. And it like, you know, the what's the one he did with Nicole and Reese?
Yeah, the Meryl one.
And Meryl. I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy the Meryl season. I kind of dropped off halfway.
Oh, did
through
you?
that
Yeah, the first season was very good. I can't think of the name of it. What was it called?
I keep going to call it Pretty Little Liars, but that was a
No, it
different
was
show
Big Little
altogether.
Lies.
Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
There we go. Amazing show. Laura
Oh
Dern.
my God, I wish Meryl was in Pretty Little Lies with Holly Marie Combs.
With Holly Marie.
Of Kathy Baker fame. And Alyssa Milano fame. It all ties back.
But yeah, I really enjoyed dipping back into Ally. Like it made me go, oh, do I want to go back and watch them all again?
Oh my God.
From the beginning.
Maybe get a little dose of Vonda Shepherd.
Yeah, Vonda is great. I enjoyed the Donna Summer singing
Yes.
that the little kid was doing.
I always say one of the biggest moments in my life was when the opening credits of Ally McBeal went from up and down this road to up and down, down, down. They remixed it. I'm like, it was such a moment, everyone. Like when you don't hear it, you miss it.
Yeah.
But she doesn't say down, down, down anymore. What?
Yeah, that's sad.
So, yeah.
I wanted to know whether the little kid who would die if she didn't go ice skating, is that meant to be the dancing baby grown up?
Nobody knows. But in a couple of episodes' time, Hayden Panettiere rocks up as her daughter. So
this
season
daughter
was
or fake
actual daughter. Like it's real hectic this season.
Oh, I didn't
and then
know.
John Bon Jovi shows up and is like, "Hey, I'll be the dad." What? Like,
Okay, John
yeah,
Bon Jovi.
it's the whole thing. He looked very good in it too.
Yeah, I remember that was when he got his hair cut.
Yes. And
Oh,
he
that's
was-
right. Dame Edna was in it for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, Christina Ricci. Oh my God,
Yeah.
everyone's in this.
Yeah.
And then it stopped.
Brenda from Scary Movie.
Brenda from Scary Movie.
Yeah. Regina Hall, I think her name is.
I love Regina Hall. She is amazing.
Yeah.
She's fun. Everyone, I love it all. It's great.
All people are in this.
Yes,
it
is.
And Jane Krakowski, of course.
Yeah, she was a regular character.
Yeah.
What was going on? The scene where her boobs were automated was.
I mean, she's played some great characters, but I'd almost say Elaine might be her best.
Have you watched the second series of Schmigadoon?
No.
She plays a lawyer.
Oh, no.
A singing lawyer. She's amazing.
She is.
Some friends of mine worked with her, and she's because she did that series of What's My Line or whatever it's called, like the singing, like you got to whatever. Was it What's My Line or Name That Tune? I think it was.
Yeah, sure.
Which was filmed in Australia during COVID because America was locked down.
That's so random. No, I never heard of this.
Yeah, they filmed and they had all these Americans who live here to be contestants.
Oh no!
Which is apparently currently happening in England, where they're getting Australians who live in England to go and be on Graham Norton's rebooted Wheel of Fortune, so it can look like we made it here.
Yeah, I saw something about that, and I was like, he is not coming to Australia for that shit.
He is not.
Oh my god. Help us all. Everyone's favourite Aussie, Adele. What? Tina Barrett is here today.
Tina Barrett. Anyway, it was fun. I enjoyed going back to Ally McBeal, and I loved Mariah's character. It was such a bonkers character. But I just wish, as well as the light, she had a fan.
Oh, yeah.
That just would have made the character perfect.
Yeah. There's no stairs, though.
There's no stairs. She doesn't have to
we
get
were
carried down
grateful
the
for
stairs.
that,
Yeah. Mariah was very grateful.
But as far as Empire, just to jump back, like, yeah, I didn't get sucked into that. I really thought I would, because it sounds great. Like, the idea of what it is, but I don't know. I didn't like. You kind of need characters to like.
Yeah, and
even
other
in
than
the drama.
Cookie's the only character I was into.
Yeah,
which
and I had
is
no
Taraji
idea
P. Henson.
the backstory, nothing.
Yeah,
So I sort of found it hard to grab onto anyone.
yeah.
And James Marsden wasn't in it. So
No, he was not.
what was the point?
At the end of the podcast. Podcast, baby. Almost there, almost home. You could probably say, but you won't because of copyright. Copyright, that's a no-no.
Oh, we are almost home. Thank you for joining us on our journey through Mariah's acting. We've got more acting coming up.
We do, with some little Mariah movie cameos.
Yes.
We haven't forgotten.
But that's not next Mariah Monday.
No.
Next Mariah Monday, we are... it's not Mariah Monday, is it? It's regular Monday.
Yeah. Regmo.
Although, given how much I enjoyed the last trip to the regular verse, which was about 30%, it might be okay.
Yeah, you might get to 32%.
I could get to 50.
Oh my
You never know.
God.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
As long as Corey Rooney isn't back, I'll be fine.
No, it's just Beyonce with a recorder.
All right. We'll see you next week for the regular album, a.k.a.
Aka. Akadaka.
Akadak.
All right. Bye,
Bye,
Emily. Oh.
Excuse me.
All right. So, it was the mention of James, wasn't it?
Yes.
Body
I
fluid
just
just
did
had to escape.
And you'd have to get out somewhere. I'm wearing a tracksuit. You'd know if I was...
Oh, God. That's not the microphone, is it?
No.
Oh my
Stop
God.
speaking into that, Adam.
Oh, my
It makes no
God.
sound.
Probably does a little.
It's not connected to the computer, though. I
Oh
can't
my
record
God.
from it.
You finally got it out, did you? It's stuck in there for a while.
None of
What
this
is
is
happening?
going in. You're right. Like,
Let's
it's...
get out. Let's get out of here. Things are getting regular.
I know. All right.
Bed Bath & Beyond is back with more to choose from than ever before. At the new Bed Bath & Beyond, you'll find all the products and brands you love, along with a huge new selection of furniture, decor, and everything else you need to create the home of your dreams. All in one amazing online store. Download our new app and save even more with exclusive deals and offers. Plus, get free shipping right to your front door. Welcome to a bigger, better Beyond.
The U.S. Border Patrol has exciting and rewarding career opportunities with the nation's largest law enforcement organization. Earn great pay with outstanding federal benefits and up to $20,000 in recruitment incentives. Learn more online at cbp.gov/career/USBP.
Whatever you're saving up for, a CD from Sandy Spring Bank lets you grow your savings at a guaranteed rate. Right now, earn interest at 5.50% APY on an 8-month CD special or 5.00% APY on a 14-month CD special. Learn more at sandyspringbank.com/CD specials. Minimum opening deposit to earn the annual percentage yield is $500 for the 8-month CD special and $2,500 for the 14-month CD special. Member FDIC.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
What is the briefing room? It's a behind-the-scenes look at how the criminal justice system works and the lives of the people within that system. If you love true crime, well, these are the real people who do the job every day of making sure justice is served. Hi, I'm Detective Dave. I'm Detective Dan. Together, we have decades of experience in local law enforcement, a profession that we think is often misunderstood. So we're going to explore how to do it right, and we won't shy away from when it's done wrong. These are stories you'll hear nowhere else. Unique, frank, and unvarnished. From the team that brought you Small Town Dicks, this is The Briefing Room. Episode 1 drops on August 30th. We'll meet you in the briefing room.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.